Well, as we did in the first video, we said this is out with the old. Today's the day we begin the process of tearing down the old chicken coop. And the idea is that we're going to salvage some of these boards behind me. We're going to put them in the egg room of the new chicken coop. And so my good friend and hired hand, Travis Hearn's here with me today, and we're going to get busy. So stay with us while we tear down the old chicken coop as part of Out with the Old before In with the New. We spent a good amount of time salvaging the boards off the side and some of the boards off the back, but now we're to the point where really the only way to finish this demolition project is with the chainsaw. We get done with the chainsaw, the next thing we're going to probably use is the tractor and a chain. We're going to pull it down because the upper part of it's going to be easier to take apart on the ground than trying to do it all overhead. But right now we got the back open. And by the way, for those of you at backyardchickens.com, we're going to create one of those woods type sheds. That's what we're going to build. So the whole back of this is typically going to be open. You can see as we stand here right now, this is a southern exposure, which is exactly what they recommend. So we're going to have an open air coop when we're done. This back is going to be open pretty much the way it is now with screen over it. But on to demolition. Grab that big board around the edge. Grab that old board around the end, bend it out. Just carry it out that way. Just lift it. We're trying to salvage some of the wood off the side that we're going to be able to use in our egg room, and that means we're going to pull a lot of nails, but thankfully I've got good help.
Yeah.
Well, we're taking most of the boards off here that we can, and sometimes in life there's just absolutely no substitute for horsepower. So we've got a chain hooked to the top of this post, and I'm hoping that if I pull it just right, the whole building's just going to kind of lean over on the ground where we can dismantle the rest of it when it's down flat instead of working up over our head. We'll see, maybe it won't come over flat, but it's going to come over, I guarantee it. I was able to salvage the old galvanized nesting boxes out of the old chicken coop, and plan to try to make use of them in the new chicken coop. I'm not really sure yet whether I'm going to try to paint the galvanized. That's a little bit tricky. Painting galvanized is a little bit harder than some people think, but they do just fine the way they are. The only question I have is whether or not the chickens will use these little steps outside of the nests to roost on at nighttime. That's not something that I would prefer, since we're going to have roosts in one part of the coop. But these are great old antiques. There are not very many of them around anymore. I'm glad to have one, and we're going to put it to use. That way we can make the wall in the egg room open up, have a door open up in the back. We can reach in from the rear side of the nesting boxes and collect the eggs in the morning. But looks like it's going to work out just fine. Can't wait to get started. This will sit in the barn and stay out of the weather until we're ready. Well, here I am standing right where the old chicken coop used to be, and where we're going to be soon constructing our new chicken coop, open air model, woods type chicken coop, modified for our own personal preferences to have an egg room and some other things. But wasn't all that bad. Took an afternoon and the old chicken coop is gone. So that's about it for Out with the Old. Stay tuned for our new chicken coop when it's in with the new.
Goodbye, City Lights.